my name is Jessica, and I will be taking you on this journey into history. I have always been fascinated with history, mysteries, and the paranormal, so I decided to create a podcast that encompasses all those things. If you find these things fascinating like me, then please, I encourage you to come along each week to see where history takes us next. Welcome back to another episode of Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys. We're continuing our October series on the most haunted places in the world. And today, we're taking you to a place that's been called the Island of Death, the world's most haunted island, and even hell on earth. I'm talking about Poveglia, a small island located in the Venetian lagoon in Italy. So buckle up, because this is going to be a haunting journey you won't forget. Poveglia is an island with a history so dark, it's hard to believe it's real. Located just a short boat ride away from the romantic canals of Venice, Poveglia couldn't be more different from its famous neighbor. This island has served many purposes over the years, but none of them have been pleasant. The island's dark history dates back to the Roman era, when it was used to isolate plague victims from the general population. Fast forward to the medieval period, and Poveglia became a quarantine station for ships arriving in Venice. If a single person on board was found to be sick, the entire crew and passengers were quarantined on the island. Many never left. But the island's most horrifying chapter came in the 20th century, when it was turned into a mental asylum. The asylum was run by a doctor whose practices were, to put it mildly, unethical. It's said that he performed lobotomies and other cruel experiments on his patients, often using crude tools like hand drills. The doctor eventually went mad himself, claiming he was haunted by the ghosts of his victims before throwing himself from the asylum's bell tower. With such a grim history, it's no wonder that Poveglia is considered one of the most haunted places on Earth. Visitors, including paranormal investigators, have reported a wide range of phenomena, from hearing disembodied screams and footsteps to seeing shadowy figures lurking in the ruins of the asylum. One of the most chilling accounts comes from a team of paranormal investigators who spent a night on the island. They reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and despair as soon as they set foot on Poveglia. Throughout the night, they heard whispers, footsteps, and even captured EVPs that seemed to be begging for help. The Italian government has declared Poveglia off limits to the public, perhaps to protect people from the island's malevolent forces, or maybe to hide something even darker. Despite this, the allure of the island's haunted reputation has made it a magnet for thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts, some of whom have managed to visit the island illegally. Almost all of them have left with terrifying stories to tell. Skeptics might argue that the island's haunted reputation is merely the result of centuries of dark history and folklore. But how do we explain the consistent reports of paranormal activity? The EVPs, the shadow figures, the overwhelming sense of dread? Is it all just mass hysteria? Or is Poveglia truly a portal to something darker? Some theories suggest that the island is a thin place, where the veil between our world and the spirit world is particularly thin. Others believe that the intense suffering and death that have occurred on Poveglia have left an indelible psychic imprint on the island, turning it into a hotspot for paranormal activity. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the story of Poveglia serves as a chilling reminder that some places on Earth are best left alone. The island may be beautiful with its crumbling ruins and overgrown vegetation, but beneath the surface lies a darkness that has terrified even the most seasoned paranormal investigators. So if you ever find yourself in Venice, gazing out at the Venetian lagoon, remember that not far from the city's romantic canals lies an island that has been the final resting place for thousands. And perhaps, just perhaps, the restless spirits still roam its forsaken grounds. That wraps up today's haunting journey. Join us tomorrow as we venture into another spine-chilling location. Until then, keep your wits about you and your eyes wide open.